turn and go.
Jonah Fesco.
Courtney Hughes.
Ashley Darnell.
Jennifer Hamilton.
Liam again.
Ryan Asher.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Sims. Today, I wanted to do a speech on Hugh Hefner. Now, the reason why I chose Hugh Hefner is because, not because of Playboy, but I thought he'd be an interesting individual to learn about. He's 88 years old, so he's been on this earth for a long time. And I figured that there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge he had in this business. So I thought I'd just take the time to find out a few facts about him. But men, we generally think of Hugh Hefner as the ultimate playboy, and women tend to think of him as rich, kind of creepy, somewhat disgusting old man, kind of like Johnny Knoxville was in Bad Grandpa. But he's dated a lot of young women that were young enough to be his granddaughter. But let me give you a little history about him to make you change your mind about him, or change your opinion. Hugh Marston Hefner was born April 9th, 1926 in Chicago, Illinois. His father was an accountant. His mother was a teacher. He founded a school newspaper in senior high school, which was the start of his journalism career. He served 2 years in the U.S. Army during World War II, which I wasn't aware of, which really made a difference to me. But he graduated from the University of Illinois, earned a bachelor's degree in psychology. He also went to graduate school. He went to graduate school to study sociology, but he only completed a semester. Fresh out of college, he took an entry-level job as a copywriter for Esquire magazine. Who knew Esquire magazine was around back then? But at Esquire magazine was where he learned the ins and outs of the journalism business. From there, he actually quit his job at Esquire magazine because they refused to give him a $5 raise. $5. So he founded Playboy magazine after that. His idea of creating Playboy was to create a fun, but also intellectual magazine specifically for men. He even stated that Playboy magazine is generated for men. So if a Playboy magazine came to the home, he would tell the woman of the house to please give it to the man of the house. As a celebrity, he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which also surprised me. So we all have our opinions on Hugh Hefner, the persona, but the truth is that Hugh Hefner is a self-made businessman who's developed Playboy Enterprises into a multifaceted family business that his children also run alongside. He has 4 children. His daughter, Christy Hefner, was the chief executive officer of Playboy Enterprises. Also, Hugh Hefner announced that his youngest son, Cooper, will eventually succeed him as the face of Playboy. In the book titled Mr. Playboy, Hugh Hefner and the American Dream, Stephen Watt likens Hugh Hefner's contributions to Elvis Presley's in music, Walt Disney's in movies, or Muhammad Ali's in sports, stating that these larger-than-life figures, Hugh Hefner has become an icon in our modern American life who's made significant impact on our culture. Hugh Hefner is credited with changing society's attitude and creating a revolution and liberation for women when it wasn't acceptable. He also employed many African-American comedians during the Civil Rights era, such as Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor, and Bill Cosby. Don't hold Bill Cosby. To perform at his clubs. He also has had interviews with noted authors like Alex Haley, who did interviews with Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, during the Civil Rights era, which was a really breakthrough during that period of time. This also helped change society's attitude at the time. Also, he's credited with having one president interviewed during his presidency. President Jimmy Carter was interviewed in 1976. It was also groundbreaking at that time. Hugh Hefner has revolutionized Playboy Enterprises into a multimedia sensation while overcoming personal and professional obstacles, because he's created a forum that the public can access to get current information in news and entertainment, whether it's playmates, aspiring models, celebrities, and even current presidents of the United States. Barack Obama has appeared on Playboy TV to promote healthcare.gov. Wow. Hugh Hefner has always found ways to use controversy to his advantage and create more interest and revenue for his businesses. Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy, has become one of the most successful businessmen in American history. When you hear the name Hugh Hefner in Playboy magazine, the names are familiar as Coca-Cola and Pepsi all across the world. Now, Hugh Hefner has become an icon. He's appeared in several movies and television shows from 1976 to present. He's used his personal success and popularity to create his business throughout his career. He's also developed Playboy magazine into the leading men's magazine since the 1950s. He accomplished this by publishing a news photo of Marilyn Monroe in the first issue, which was made for the magazine, and it made an instant success. He purchased this photo for $50 at the time. He's developed several Playboy-themed clubs, restaurants, and hotels. He's also created an image of himself publicly that would add interest and appeal to his businesses. He created the Playboy channel, Playboy talk shows, and Playboy on-demand cable service. So in conclusion, I'd just like to state that there's a lot of things about Hugh Hefner that we all weren't aware of. His contributions in life. He's overcome professional and personal obstacles. And he's also recognized for celebrating the female body as an art, fighting censorship, and changing the attitude of sex in the United States, creating opportunities for women when society wasn't as liberal, a major contributor to charitable organizations, and even has his own charity called the Hugh M. Hefner Foundation that defends civil rights and civil liberties. It's called the Hugh M. Hefner Foundation.org. My sources are Stephen Watts, Mr. Playboy, Hugh Hefner and the American Dream, Ms. Ragudu, American Countercultures, Encyclopedia of Nonconformists and Alternative Lifestyles, biography.com on Hugh Hefner, and Hugh Hefner, the E True Hollywood Story, where he did interviews from his life. Thank you.
Jonah Fesco.
Courtney Hughes.
Ashley Darno.
Jennifer Edmondson.
Leah McGinn.
Ryan Asher.